Okay, so yeah, Heskar, make an insight check to see if you can like.
My insight check would have been 13.
Okay.
But I said let go before I spun him.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, I can clearly tell. I guess for me to be able to react in time. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
However Wilson's playing it. I guess.
Yeah.
I had a 13 for insight.
I would say that you let go. You know that he's trying to get you to let go because he's genuinely worried, not because he has like some ulterior motive like that's really like out of character or anything.
Well, I know. I just had something. There was a reason for me to hold on to him.
No. You would know that Waynard's being pretty straightforward with his like intentions for wanting you to let go.
Sure. All right, fine.
Okay. So then you just smash him into the closest wall?
Yes.
Stop, because then we wouldn't be able to properly, use
Okay.
him as evidence in your justice. But
The cranium of this creature splits apart and just purplish black blood starts spilling out the front of it, and little bits of gray matter are floating in it.
Can I do some kind of check?
as he smashes him into the wall, I'm like, why? We needed him.
Did you see what was happening to him?
It's if you're trying to identify what this thing is, it's going to be substantially harder now that it's been smashed to pieces.
Would it be like a nature or?
This would actually just be intelligence.
I would like to make an attempt.
You just smashed it into the
Go
wall. You're just like, huh?
Well, now that it's not a threat. $20. Or wait, it's at disadvantage, right?
I didn't say that.
Oh. That's right, you said it would just be a little more difficult.
Is it just you guys making the check?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Do you guys want to do it one?
All right.
No, my intelligence isn't anything.
Okay.
I have a plus 2. But...
I don't want to talk about it.
So, get this. This motherfucker has the audacity to smash this creature up against a wall, basically destroying a lot of the evidence of what would give away what it is, and then has the balls to actually identify what it is afterwards.
Damn it.
That's the fucking Batman for you, man.
Yes, bro.
So, having heard tales of creatures like this in your youth, you think back to stories of doppelgangers, creatures that would become at least familiar with how somebody looked and then replace them. They would take the person and snatch them away, and they would never be seen. And then, or not never be seen, like the person would be snatched away, taken away forever, and the doppelganger would replace that person looking and acting exactly like them for money, for power, for whatever gain it wanted. They're always out to get something.
I want to turn to Rudd and ask him, when did the Lord start acting like a piece of shit again?
Well, from what he told you, it was about, it was a few years into when he started his lordship over Arborsdale.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do my best to CSI Miami, and I'm going to say... Oh, wait, I can't think of any good CSI Miami jokes. I just want to say...
I can't forget.
This right here is a doppelganger, and if I had to wager a guess, I would say that...
Doppelganger, I heard
Yeah, I would say that he spirited away Lord Blackwell around the same time that all the policies and oppressiveness started happening in this city.
So is real Blackwell dead?
He's either dead or
Locked away down here.
in a prison somewhere.
Well, I suppose.
Maybe not here, maybe in another plane. He could be anywhere.
We could have.
Alright, so what do you guys do now?
Are there any, I guess... It's a doppelganger skeleton now, right?
No, it's not a skeleton. It's what you see before you. It's the body of the doppelganger.
Oh, okay. I thought you like.
but its head has been smashed in.
Right. Well, we should probably bring this corpse up into the courtroom.
Can
Yeah.
I grab like a vial
Or
of
the
blood
court
or something?
whatever in the keep.
Hmm?
You want blood?
I want in the vial that I've mended.
Came in handy.
Yeah. Just to do some research on my own time.
I'm gonna like move back here and grab my long sword, sheath it, come back to the corpse.
I fucking scoop up all the solid parts in my hands.
Okay, so go ahead and make 2 separate Arcana checks.
As this is going on, I just like I walk down the hall and then realize, oh shit, my fucking haste is wearing off, and I just like
Good
slump.
lord.
I slump in the fucking corner, just like exhausted.
I get advantage on both of those arcanas too.
Damn.
All right, so give me a second to tell you what you get.
Okay. Because we could loot this dude too, I think.
I'm just like I'm literally fucking
We really should see this kind
an absolute fucking like wave.
More ball bearings. More components.
So when haste wears off
Yeah.
outside of combat, how long is the you can't do anything period?
It's not do anything, it's slow.
It's just a wave of lethargy. I mean, it's literally no, you can't do anything.
I'm gonna say that that feeling is gonna last for probably like half an hour to an hour for it to wear off completely.
Okay.
But like after half an hour, it'll start to dissipate slowly.
And can you move your legs at all or support?
No,
your
I
legs?
literally
Yeah,
just,
you can, but it's just like it's after you've run a half marathon or something. You're just fucking like exhausted.
I'm gassed.
Weeble
So
legs
like
and-
I'm assuming just from my perspective, after the amount of running, I'd probably just legitimately just fucking collapse against the wall. Just like
You'd probably just like put a hand on the wall and fucking throw up for like 2 solid minutes.
Yeah. While I'm
good chance of that.
while I'm doing that stuff, I kind of give Heskar a fun.
like no.
I want to try to pick Heskar up off the ground and put
I
his arms or his armor over my shoulder.
like push him away. I'm like, just take the remains. I'll get myself.
Very well. And I go and I guess just pick up the corpse with the smashed in forehead, face, and everything else.
After
I look at Rudd. I'm just like, well, you got your proof. What do you want to do with it? I just like drain my fucking water skin in like one go. Just
All right, so Nox, you find as going up to the doppelganger and salvaging what you can from it, looking around on the ground, you are able to recover both of its eyes intact. You take 2 claws off of it, you collect 2 vials of its blood, and you take the time while everybody else is standing around explaining themselves and arguing to each other. You're sitting there just in like an enraptured kid, kind of just like looking up at him while you're taking the time to skin this thing, so you are able to get the doppelganger skin as well.
Oh, doppelganger skin. Okay, so I got 2 blood, 2 eyes, 2 claws.
2 claws in the skin. And the eyes, claws, and blood, I say, are going to be worth about 300 gold altogether. But they might have other uses too.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do more research on my own time with those components.
And I suppose I
Right.
should probably like grab my rope and stow it, tell it to untie itself, and stow it nice and neat on my belt. And does the is the doppelganger still wearing Lord Blackwell's clothes?
Yes, it is actually.
Could I check its pockets and see what the short sword and dagger are like, and I guess anything else I can find on there?
Well, right now he only has the short sword on him, and it's a +1 short sword. He doesn't really have anything else of worth or of note in his pockets. But the sash that he's wearing seems to be very finely made, and even though there is a little bit of doppelganger blood on it, it seems like it will wipe right off. Like this thing is like going to be immaculately clean with no effort almost whatsoever.
I guess I'll take the sash too.
Wait, you're taking the stuff off of him now?
Well, the dagger, the sword for sure.
What proof do we have of this actually being Lord Blackwell or the previous Lord Blackwell?
I got the skin of it.
Wait until we
Maybe I can transpose
prove this thing was Lord Blackwell before we start taking things off of him.
I think the sash is a good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
we could have just snagged the sash off of him.
Leave the uniform on him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's follow to try and find those guards. I mean,
fair enough.
What if they're in on it?
I don't think they're in on it.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Well, we should. I think we should take the doppelganger corpse back up into the keep's court up in M9 there.
Rudd is just after stabbing Lord Blackwell, just kind of is breathing heavily, like. And after he calms down, he just looks at all of you and hears you talking about what you're planning to do, and just says, "I'm gonna go know Ben what happened, and we'll come find you soon. Hopefully everything settles down outside."
Hopefully, yeah.
And he just goes scampering off.
so
Looking at something gnarly, I think.
it's squirrelier than anything I've ever seen. Oh, but
Well, should we try to find our way back up with this corpse?
well, we could do that next session because I mean it's already like 1. It's after 1.
I was thinking I'd just like fast track this a little bit for you guys.
Yeah, just go ahead, fast track it as you want, or we can pick it up wherever.
Yeah, I'll just fast track it a little bit to make it easier, because from here on out it's basically just wrap up. You take the body up with the uniform on and show it to the guards, and just with the combined efforts of the evidence in front of them, as well as some of your persuasive ways, and you're able to, they figure out that the person that's been employing them has been this doppelganger the whole time, who no longer can pay them and was a monster. So now they're basically just like, okay, well, we're out of a job, so I guess go ahead and do whatever you like. And all the guards in the town lay down their arms now that their employer is dead, and you meet up with Ben and everybody, and there's celebration, and peace is brought back to the town somewhat. Most of the guards, either the ones that initially put up a fight, a few were killed, maybe like between 10 and 15 total out of the 100 that were on like reserve. But other than that, everybody else just like either surrendered or were knocked out.
Can we see if MUNST is around?
MUNST?
Oh, poor guy.
MUNST is dead.
Oh no.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
hold on. What's the state we find Bunce in? At the top of the stairs, going back up there.
Well, by this point, it would be easier just to circle around rather than get through the very, like, they cleared just enough rubble to be able to get through.
Right.
So, like...
I'm just wanting to see if it was glorious.
And I'm gonna find a trinket on him somehow, and if I can.
To remember him by?
Yeah.
Pull out a tooth.
Something to a little memory piece.
So right there is where Rudd came down. So that's like probably where you guys would go up and then backtrack your way around to the other room. And Munst is like sprawled across the top 3 or 4 steps proper, and there's blood laying all around him. Everybody else that's all the other, like, there are probably about like 5 or 6 other bodies strewn around him with just huge chunks torn out of them from his battle axe. And Rosanna sitting atop of his hand, just like outside, just barely outside of his reach. No blood on it. It just lays in the blood on top of his hand.
It's sitting there.
It's sitting there.
Yeah, me and Wainwright would like to, if we can, both of us grab Rosanna and MUNST and bring him along with the corpse of Blackwell.
Okay.
MUNST deserves to be laid to rest with his weapon.
Okay. That's nice of you.
Well, you know, Batman's a nice guy.
I told him to protect us, and he did it.
Yes.
He did his job, so
He gave his life for the greater good.
I won't forget it. I won't. And if can I maybe try to find something, a little memorabilia or a little piece of something I can find on his person?
He's got like on his person beneath the clothing that he was wearing, he's got a like something sort of like a cross between a loincloth and a kilt on. That is something that he probably always wears, and it's got furs lining the outside of it.
Necklace.
Can I just take a piece of the fur? Take a little chunk of the fur,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put that on the bottom hilt of my dagger, if I can. Just a little tassel on my dagger.
You'll probably have to get Heskar to help you get it securely fastened on there and
That's what I'd like to do.
well
That's my idea.
cared for and secure. All right. And then in the following hours of the night that come to the morning and the morning itself, you meet back up with Ben and everybody, and after the celebration, talking to Ben, his plan for right now is he's going to be the acting sort of quote-unquote mayor until they can figure out a group of people that will act as the council or committee that will now run this town. It won't be the rule of one person. It'll be the rule of, 5 or 6 people in various positions, all having a say so that they can have a checks and balance kind of system and not just have one person making the decisions.
Okay.
We've given them a republic.
Speaking when we're talking to him, I ask him, "Did anybody find LaShawn?"
He was found by the people who were in the town. He was within his residence working on just accounting books. He'd become the treasurer for Lord Blackwell, and there's a room in the very basement that if you guys go and explore the entire keep, that it basically acts as the vault where there's well over about 50,000 gold in various items, like coinage itself, stuff like that. Just
People.
Yeah,
that's where the reward is.
Did we find that?
I mean, you would see it when everybody else went and surveyed the rest of the keep and got a inventory of what was all there.
Is there a warhammer in there?
Well, nobody's taking anything. This is all possessions that are they're saving for the government or that they're returning to people that have been had these things stolen or taken.
Perception or something. Can I perceive it?
All right.
But Flint or Rudd comes up to you guys while all this is being accounted for and some of it's starting to be returned, and flops down a hefty sack in front of you and just says, "Here's the 5,000 gold. Thought you might enjoy it."
Wait, how do we split that 4 ways?
It's hard fought.
1750, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
I'll calculate that.
Question for you, Rudd. What will become of the guild station? Do you have the keys to it? I'd like to
1250.
open it back up.
It's 1250 each.
Yep, 1250 each.
So yeah, once he gives us that, I ask, has the keys for the guild hall been found? The one in town.
What did I say?
Not just yet, but I think we can locate them. Yeah.
Okay. If you find them, let me know. I want to take a look in the guild hall.
All right, I will do that. And he turns around and goes back to the help with the planning of stuff.
All right. And I'm going to cast Sending as he's leaving. Or excuse me. Yeah, Sending. And this is going to be going out to Graven.
That's a lot of money.
And what do you send his way?
We need you in Arborsdale. Things are not as they seem, and LaShawn has betrayed the guild.
And you just get back a serious kind of feeling of, all right, someone will be there within the fortnight.
All right. And I try and find what's his name? The old guy.
Ben?
No. In the place that we stayed initially. Gregory, yeah. Can I find a way back to his place? What time is it approximately?
It's about like 11 a.m.
A.M. Fuck. Okay. Ooh. Can I go to the market
I go
with
to
my
sleep.
hefty bag of gold?
If you give me about half a minute, you can.
Yes, I will.
You getting a Warhammer now, or?
Well, I'm just checking because I know he's got quite the options.
I'm giving you guys each 63 gold, so
The
I'm no
market.
longer in debt to use.
I get 63 gold now?
Very noble.
I owed you guys. Said I'd pay you back.
1365. Did we do that? Was that for the?
That was for the horse.
Or a horse?
That was for the horse. The rope, I already got you guys paid off on.
Yeah, that you did.
I did?
You did. You did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure I did.
You know, we could also find those guards that fucking shoehorned us.
I got some words.
Hey, this is not bad so far.
I like the sound of this.
I know what merchant it'll be. Now let's see what kind of stuff they'll have for you.
Yes.
I think I'd like to tag along with Heskar.
I look at the rest. Supplies, shopping, gentlemen.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You coming
yeah.
with? All right, we're all Swiftguard shopping day.
You're taking your time because you are lethargic.
Oh, I'm dragging ass. Like I know like the majority of it's washed over.
You are a dragon ass.
I'm all right. I'll give you that one. But yeah, I'm taking my time, and I'm kind of I'm walking like a crotchety old man.
I take offense.
Man, not orc. Orcs don't get crotchety.
No, I don't.
They're always crotchety.
How dare you?
I spit on the ground.
You spit.
You see me toot when that guy double
Yeah,
gang
dude.
morphed?
Did anybody want to take some time between the end of that fight and now to take some time to sit and look more intensely at the sash?
Sure, I will.
I didn't have it, so
If I see it on Wainwright person.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'll pass it on over to
Akana.
Nox to take a peek at it. Ooh.
Yeah, I do. I see it.
You look at it real good.
I put it over
Just
my face.
rubbing the fabric directly on your eyeballs.
This is what's called a sash of initiative. And a person who wears this will create an aura 15 feet around them. And anybody within that aura gets a +1 to their initiative rolls.
That's only alright.
Oh my god.
Anyone within that what?
Anyone
That
within the
aura.
aura has
Oh, a 10 foot
+1.
aura.
Yeah.
Who gets it?
15-foot aura.
50 foot. 50
Against
foot
it
aura.
just simply
15.
because we've
15.
seen the
Okay.
I think.
the
Good
tragic.
roll.
Well, no,
Was
the-
that 15
the
or 50, Wilson?
tragedy stricken
15,
Billy.
1-5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Arrow.
Arrow, Batman,
who
Iron
wants it?
Man. But especially Arrow because
Probably should go to whoever's going to be
disappeared, thought dead.
closest
Come
to
back.
the entire party, you know what I mean? Like who's going to have everyone within that radius most of the time.
Give
That'll
it
be
to
me.
Probably. You or
The Orkster.
the Hingman.
Orcs, yeah.
Either
Okay.
one of you, gentlemen. It's up to you.
I'd say give it to Hingman. He can do more to like
What?
prepare us.
What are you giving me?
The sash.
Sash of initiative.
Yep.
Oh, hell
Sash
yeah,
of
dude.
initiative.
So anyone within
The
15
slashing-
feet of you plus you gets a.
Do you
plus
have a,
one to, initiative?
Do you have a link to that, Wilson? So
I can just
Rod-
look it up on
Okay.
Roll20.
No, it's not anything. I just made it up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Look
Uh,
me up.
Does it require attunement?
It does not.
Oh,
How about that?
How about
That's
that?
tasty. All right,
Shopping.
let's go to the
Let's
mall
go shopping
today.